Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm here joined with Inti Campo.
Good morning, people. How are you?
Okay, his camera is working well, and I forgot my light. There we go, and there you go. All right, and today, wow, Bitcoin dumping, right? It's because everybody realizes, right? Earning 200,000% is the norm. Why hold Bitcoin? Right? Don't make no sense. And we're going to talk about that. How that's sustainable. How that's long-term value right there. Right? Where you could lock up coins and earn 200,000%. I'm going to show you how in a bit. And also we're going to talk about we've selected there's a winner for the Davincij15's logo. I have selected one, and well, actually, you guys have. That's the truth, and we're going to talk about that as well, and talk about a few DeFi projects as well as do our normal TA for today on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then, after that, questions and answers. Before we get to all that fun, Inti has a few words to say.
Yes. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
Excellent. Excellent.
Radical?
Yes, muy radical. Very radical.
Muy radical.
I know. I'm mixing my Spanish and English. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, if you want to join Pandora's wallet, and this is a one-time 90% offer, never going to happen again. Don't look for it again. If you call me after Friday on Saturday, or you email saying, "Hey, I missed this deal," too bad, you're not getting it. So don't do that. All right, so if you want in, now's the time to do it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste any time waiting for the deal to expire, because a lot of people wait until the last day. If you want to know how to get into the group automatically, please watch this video. There's also a video on the website when you click on enter the Telegram group. But watch this video first, and then watch the other video as well that's available on the website as well, explaining how to get into the Telegram group automatically. If you make a mistake, you can easily make a mistake, because a lot of people forget you got to put @ and your name as your ID for Telegram group. But yeah, so just watch all the videos and you'll get into the group really a lot faster, and you won't have to bother support and so forth. So yeah. All right. With that said, let's get on to the TA for today. Wow. I know there's a lot going on here on my screen here, a lot going on. And so I'm going to get rid of that and go point to the support level here. I told Chris, we had a long conversation before we were doing our last video, and he was not convinced that price action had to come back here. Right? I told him after it took off here, and I was like, even the only way it's not coming back is if we have a daily close above 12,000. I told him, and he was not convinced about that. And I was telling him, and even on his show, I was telling people, hey, you know what? I really think this the market has to retest this guy. It doesn't really have to, but the odds are, I've seen this before, when somebody decides, hey, yeah, I'm buying here at with all my money and everything I've got and all my billions. The market will it's like a liquidity magnet. And what a liquidity magnet is basically, as you see, what's happening is, as the price goes up, right, there's going to be a lot of people who with a lot of money FOMOing, right, big money, right, with 100 million to throw around and so forth. And so they don't want to buy at the open market. They tend to buy over the counter. And when they do that, right, there's somebody else on the opposite side of that and they need to get rid of the coins because they're probably just, the facilitator. And so they want to get the maximum price. So they give the one price to the person who's doing the over-counter buy, and another price they want to get. They go into the market in order to get another price, a better price. So obviously they're going to get themselves a deal, and then they're going to do a little bit of mathematical work, and they say, "Well, we know that this guy's down here, so I'm going to charge him. I don't know. Let's just say they charge the guy 11,600, right? The price moves up to 12,000, right? They do a little bit of calculations to figure out, hey, if I dump all these coins right now, I can actually get more than the 11,600 because of all the liquidity, and I got this guy down here. Even if people just drop their liquidity, remove their buy orders, I'm still going to get saved and get more than 11,600 based on my my projections, right? And so, boom, right? He starts the waterfall event, and of course the other liquidity providers will start the same because they wanted to get rid of their coins, and they'll be happy to get make sure that this guy gets filled, right? Because they might be either a little bit behind on, like there might be a little bit of the negative, but at least they know that, hey, they're going to get at least $11,100, right, as the minimum order. And that's why we get these tests down here over and over again on liquidity. All right? So that's what we're at, and we're bouncing from that guy heavy because he's serious. This guy's like, yeah, you don't understand. I got a few billion to That's what he's saying, basically. You don't understand. I got a few billion to buy here. But I'm thinking, this guy is kind of silly. This is kind of silly to do that. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have the right team, the trading team, because the reason why is well, once the market, if he were to, let's just say if he let it go here, the market would dump like heavy. It would be at 10,500 in a flash, and he could just move his buy order there, right? He can move it like maybe even at 10,000, like 10,700, for example, right? He could do that, but he's holding the line. He's stubborn, and I guess, well, the thing is, right? I guess the reason why is because there is a case to be made that he might there might be too much liquidity, people pouring too much liquidity at a lower price, right? And that he won't be able to absorb, right? If people start dumping like crazy, he might not be able to absorb it all down at the 61, because they'll try to push this thing all the way down to the 9,600, right? And if he waits for the 9,600, he might not be able to get the amount that he wants. So because there won't be enough liquidity down at the 9,600 level. So he's at a catch-22. So if he holds it, if he tries to hold the line down here, he might get more than he bargained for. Price action breaks down to the 9,600 anyways. So that's another. But still, you get an average price better than 11,100. So I mean, so you're just being like, okay, well, I don't want to be in the negatives ever. Like, come on, really? I don't know. I don't understand this person here, but he's holding the 38.2 for us, and same with probably a lot of other traders. Of course, they see the same thing, and they're probably just buying the 38.2. I know I'm like, okay, I'm going to add to my position, right? Because if we go to my Telegram group here, let's just bring that up. I have several trades that are still running, that are still good, that still works, and here they are. One is this one right here, right? Still running, still good, still solid, right? And this one right here. Where is it? Let's see, it's a little bit lower. No, let me just go back. And right here. These are the trades, right? Still solid, still running. You can buy anytime in this red zone if you want, and take this thing higher, right? Once we pop off, right? You can always set your stop loss at the entry levels as well. And that's what I have in our Telegram group, and you can you can get more information about that if you join the Telegram group, or you just zoom in on the screen. All right. With that said, let's head over to Ethereum. Well, this really took Ethereum by surprise. A lot of people probably got a little bit hurt, a little bit injured on this. Almost hit the 61.8. When we retraced from this and popped off, really thought we'd at least break to the 61.8, but it's kind of surprising that we didn't before we returned around. But hey, this is the market here. This is going to be very volatile and very brutal to longs for all as we move our way up higher and higher. There's always going to be these heavy pullbacks to just really rip a new one in the bulls who buy breakouts. So that's why I don't like breakouts that much, because you should have bought this, but how high are you supposed to go? Like, this would have been a logical place to sell your position on this breakout, but it didn't quite get there. And you're gonna have to just take a stop to break even. It's kind of brutal doing this trading on leverage markets, especially since these big moves, right? They'll wipe out even 5x leverage, right, easily. So you got to be careful when you're trading Ethereum. You can easily get taken out. And sometimes, right, of course, depending on the exchange, they might jump your stop, right? And then you end up getting liquidated. So be careful and really, make sure that the maximum losses that you can take, right, are very, very small, right? Anytime you take a trade, anytime you go on to leverage exchanges such as Bybit, and if you're interested in getting into Bybit, right, just type in bit.davincij15.com, and you'll also get bonuses for that, for depositing a small amounts in there. Also, Femex is another one of my exchanges, right? You can type that in and go there as well, and receive bonuses for signing up as well. Again, for professional traders only. And also, finally, btcmax.davincij15.com, right? And by the way, all the revenue that I will be getting from those, eventually, not just yet, not quite yet, will be paid out to the owners of the Davincij15 token. And let's just bring that up. So this is a token design that you guys have chosen, basically. And it's also going to be my logo design from now on for Davincij15. This will be, I think I'm going to go with this color. I wasn't too sure about the color, but now it's kind of grown on me, actually. And I think I'm going to stick with that color. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Hey, you know what? Those guys on Twitch, I want to see some emoji storms, right? Show me some emoji love over there. And we'll get some of your questions and answered as soon as I see an emoji storm happening. All right, 54%. That was a blowout, man. That was like a crushing defeat for all the other design. So I'm probably gonna stick with this design. Alrighty. Thank you, Putrick. Right. I was working. He's a designer working on the new Pandora's wallet, Pandora's website. Let me see if I can bring that up here. And let's see here. I think I have that. I posted it in the Telegram group, in our Telegram group, and let me just see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Let's see here. The new website. Sorry, guys. Just wanted to. Okay, there we go. And so here is our new website that's being constructed right now. Right, much better, as you can see, and yeah, you could just add V2 to it, and it's functional. It just takes you. It's only this part that's functional. It just takes you back to the old site to do the subscription and so forth. And so we haven't finished all the back end stuff just yet, but at least this is the front page, and this is just what it looks like right now. And then eventually you'll get to login. The login landing page will be completely different and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for the emoji storm, guys. Appreciate that. Love that on Twitch, man. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Pretty. Alrighty. So, do you want some pasta? Do you want some pasta? Do you want some kimchi? Right? Get yourself some kimchi. Right? Because you know what? Kimchi is real money. It's another word for money. It's not a food. It's money. Right? And it's a lot of money. Right? Same with sushi. But that's the old style of food, right? You don't want some of that. You really want the kimchi, right? All these coins, right? Everything, right? Are like mine are like what's it called? They're produced, right, for either staking or using a platform or something like that. And then and these coins, I mean, they really have no value, but they have value in the sense that there's always going to be somebody buying them. And then what's smart about this is that some of these tokens, right, are actually locked up again, right? If you lock them up again, you can actually earn a different token, right? That you could also lock up again to earn more of a different token. So this whole thing is very sustainable, right? I don't know what this guy says. Yeah, nothing could possibly go wrong. Yes, because you know what? As long as you keep locking up the next token and the next token and the next token and the next token, we'll do well here, right? You'll do well. I'm kidding.
Twitch, they're going to pay you with food.
Oh well, okay. So as you know, this I'm playing, right? I'm just joking around here, of course, right? And this stuff, just so you know, guys. This is just these tokens have no real value, except for the fact that somebody is buying them either to stake them somewhere else, or is producing them and then staking them to using them to stake somebody somewhere else, and that's what causes the price to rise a little bit. And so yeah, there's they estimate approximately like 400,000 of us are in this DeFi space right now. Right? No, there is no new blood on this. No new blood. It's just what's the current people that's been in the space for the longest while they're doing this kind of stuff. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to lose a lot of money once this thing ends. But I don't know when it's going to end, because right now it's all about, hey, getting the newest token, right? And selling it to somebody and buying it low or mining it low and selling it to somebody else, right? Or even like, staking it so that you can augment your gains even more, right? And just, okay, well, you know what? I know that this is going to go for maybe a couple more weeks, so I'm going to stake it for a couple more weeks and then add more somewhere else, get more somewhere else, and add my really leverage my gains a lot. And this is a quite scary game, right? And if you think that this could go on forever and ever, I want you to consider one more thing before we go. Before you think, hey, this can go on forever. Let's do some math, right? Let's just assume, right, that you have $100, right, and you got 2,000 years to save up that $100. I know nobody lives 2,000 years, but let's just say that that money just went into 2% compounding every month. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, that number is more than all the atoms in the universe. Atoms in the universe. Right? And there you go. It's 10 to the power of 28. This number here is bigger than that. So basically what you're saying on a 2% absolutely nothing interest over 2,000 years, you own every single atom in the universe, and then some. So we all know. Okay, so maybe you're saying, well, that's Davinci, that's over 2,000 years. Okay, come on, dude. You all know the if I were to say, hey, you know what? To watch this show, all I need is 1 penny today, right? Pay me 1 penny today to watch this show. You'd be like, yeah, no problem, Davinci. I'll watch you for a penny, and then you don't double it every day, right? Just pay me doubling that amount every day. Inti, are you paying attention?
Yes.
All right. If I said to people, pay me 1 penny today for to watch the show, and then 2 pennies tomorrow, and then 4 pennies the next day, right? Just to watch a show. How long before you'd run out of money?
I'm terrible at math. Would it be long?
Yes, it'd be less than 30 days, because at 30 days you'd be at several $1 million.
Oh, okay. Exponentially, okay.
Exactly. All right. So you can see maybe this is not sustainable. Just maybe. Oh, damn. Maybe. All right. So yeah, I just don't know when it's gonna end, but it's going to end.
Someone in the chat says, "Pay me 1 DJ15 token every day to watch the show." Alrighty. So, at least you know what? With my token, right? And let's see. Let me bring it up here, right? I'm going to be paying off a dividend eventually on this token. Can't promise you exactly the details of that dividend just yet, because SEC rules and stuff like that. So if you buy this token, I have to say that it's valueless, right? For legal reasons, and leave it at that. So but I obviously, if you trust me, you'll see. I'll do my best to make sure that you guys do extremely well with this token, but I can't guarantee that. Can't promise it, actually. Can't promise that. Let me take that back. Can't promise that. Right? For legal reasons. All right. So, let's head over to what else do I want to discuss? I've got I think I covered everything that I wanted to discuss. Let me just quickly check in the in my
list of stuff here. Yeah, we talked about the sale. We talked about the token. Yeah. We talked about all the different yummy coins. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All done. Oh wow! Whoa! 1,000 viewers. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're on to the question and answer period, and I want to see 500 likes. I'm gonna answer 2 questions. And if I don't see 500 likes with 1,000 people here, right, I'm going to have to cut off the stream. So figure out how to, like if you're watching it on television, if you're watching this in your car, right, pull over, right, stop the car and hit the like button. Right? Oh if you're watching it on your television screen, right, pick up your telephone, right? And, find the video and hit the like button, please. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. With that said, right, also, subscribe, right? Because you know what? Remember what I said about there's going to be a prize, a huge, huge gift. You got to do this subscription before the 15th. And thank you, everybody, for subscribing so far. You guys want to see how many people have subscribed in the last 30 days? Well, let's just bring that up because it's just unbelievable. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed thus far. And yeah, you're gonna see how much money I'm making, but I'm not making much right now. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to increase that over time, so I can share it with. If I decide to share it with you. Right? I'm gonna share it with you.
That's the whole point of the token.
Right? Exactly. Well, I mean, I can't legally promise it because of
course.
Yeah, legal reasons is right. But so yeah. There it is, man. 80,000 subscribers. Thank you. 3,114 of you subscribed. I really appreciate it. Let's get this thing to 100,000. And for my birthday, as a birthday gift to me, please, 100,000 subscribers would be the best birthday gift I could ever ask for, which is in 15 days, less than 15 days, because today's the 2nd. So yeah, please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Okay, questions and answers. Inti, what do you got? What do you got for me? You got 2 questions. If we don't get up to, we're almost at 500 likes. We're at 400 right now, and if you haven't hit the like button, you better get on that. All right, first question.
All right, let's go with super chats. So we have Xavier, and in his super chat he asked, "Hi, once my ERC20 is listed on Uniswap, how do I receive payments in Ethereum from people buying my token? How is the initial token price set?"
Oh, I'm glad you asked that question because that is a little bit technical, but hey, you know what? Everybody wants to understand all this cool new fancy gadgets. Thank you, everybody on Twitch. I really like you down. Oops, right here. There you go. Right there. There you go. Thank you for commenting, messaging. Appreciate it. All right, so Uniswap. Okay. There is no order book when it comes to Uniswap. So there's 2 ways you can start off your coin. Let's just assume you create a coin, right, an ERC token coin, and you have, I don't know, you make 100,000 of them, right? And the way to sell them, right, or basically set the price, is you have to provide the liquidity, meaning that an equal amount, whatever amount did you put into Uniswap, and whatever amount of tokens you put into Uniswap, and whatever amount of Ethereum or whatever token, other token that you put in. For example, let's just say you put in I don't know, wrapped Bitcoin as your what's it called? Your pair, your other pair against the token. But for simplicity's sake, we're gonna use what's it called? Ethereum. So you put in 2 Ethereum, for example, against 100,000 Bitcoin. Well, what it does is then it matches your 2 Ethereum to 100,000, like not Bitcoin, but 100,000 of your token. What it does is it takes the dollar value of your 2 Ethereum, your 2 Ethereum, and then divides it up into the amount of your current, how much tokens you have, and that is the price effectively when you first create the liquidity pool for that asset. That would be that would be the price. Now, what happens when people buy or sell your token is the liquidity pool, what it tries to do is maintain the total value of your dollar value of the 2 assets together. So if somebody buys up your token, basically the price has to rise in order to keep your total dollar value on both sides of the ledger the same. And that's how this works. And then let's just say you're saying, okay, well, how do I extract the money out? Well, you could reduce the liquidity, right? So let's just say, for example, you had 2 tokens, you went to 300 and some odd thousand tokens. Ether, it's actually 378 Ether. What you can do is reduce your liquidity, and then you could take that money out that way. But by reducing the liquidity, what happens is the less liquidity you have, the higher the price will go when somebody tries to buy a large amount. The price will move faster the less the less liquidity there is. The more liquidity there is, the faster the price will move. The slower the price will move. The slower the price will move. So, the higher amount of Ethereum you have, meaning that if somebody buys with 1 Ethereum, they're not going to change the price. But if I have like only 1 Ethereum as my total liquidity, 1 Ethereum will change the price significantly. So much so that Uniswap application will actually warn them and say, "Hey, you know what? You're gonna majorly change the price, almost 50%." They will try to. Obviously, somebody will try to avoid doing that, and only buy small amounts at a time. And so that's how Uniswap works. So it's best to start off with a large amount of liquidity, so that people could actually buy your token and not move the price all that much, right? And that's how you get it done, right? And so just so you know, full disclosure here, about half of this, just a little over half of this, is my own personal money of liquidity that I used, and so there will be a time when I will take that liquidity back, right? Because I used it to, just augment the price, right? And keep the price as where it is, right? So whenever somebody buys, right, or sells, it doesn't change all that much and be dramatic of a change, right? And so I will be taking that liquidity back, and once I do, of course, right? That will effectively make price changes more. Will move a lot more, basically, a lot fluctuate a lot heavier whenever somebody buys or sells. But the higher liquidity, the less the price moves. So for now, I'm just leaving all the liquidity in there. And if you want to know when exactly I will be taking it out, I have here. You know what? I will discuss when I'm going to exactly take it out. I've decided to take out the liquidity when ETH to Bitcoin reaches approximately 0.08. Then I'm out, right? I'm gonna have to take back my my initial liquidity, right? I think it's gonna go higher than that, but I'm not getting greedy. I'm not greedy. So I will be taking out my liquidity from that. And nobody could sell. And the cool thing is, because there isn't a lot of coins out, let's just say everybody who bought it sold, they wouldn't damage my liquidity because there isn't that many coins out to do so. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to get into damage. You wouldn't get to my liquidity at all. Period. It's not going to happen. Right? So yeah, I'm not worried about my liquidity evaporating because everybody started selling their coins because you didn't buy enough to do so. All right. Thank you for that question. Excellent. Let me check to see if everybody hit the like button. We're at 479 likes. We just need 20 more likes. 20 more likes. That's all I'm asking for. And then we'll continue, right? Continue with the show after this next question. If we don't get that 20 more likes, I don't know. You might not see me very long on this show today. All right, Inti, what's the next question?
Okay, the next question is from Super Google Lee. It's a super chat, of course, and he says, "Hey Davinci, if someone has good credit rating, can he borrow to the max from a bank, I assume, buy crypto anonymously and then go bankrupt, yet still holding altcoins for mooning? That sounds like fraud, right?"
Yes, that is fraud. That is fraud, but it can be done, right? But it's outright fraud.
Yeah, you can go to jail for that.
Exactly, dude. So
That's not worth it.
Yeah, you might want to. If you're gonna do that, don't talk about it. So now that you talked about it, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. So yeah.
So basically, can be done.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But don't.
Don't do it. That's not worth it, man.
Yeah. All right. Next question, because you know what? Look at that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
550 likes. Thank you very much.
Quick.
All right. So we're gonna have at least 10 questions just because of that. 10 questions. What do you got for me? So this is question number 1 of 10.
Okay. I better choose correctly.
You got 10, so that's a lot of questions.
Yeah, no. Okay, this is from EOS. So we're in Chile, so this question is important. Do you think copper is a good investment after silver bubbles, or even now perhaps?
No, because copper is a commodity used for building and construction, and it's never had monetary value. So you're never going to see monetary value out of copper. It will be valuable in a sense that a lot of people won't have a lot of money when we go into hyperinflation, and so copper will be like something that you would steal to sell in order to eat. So that's going to be a problem, right? But other than that, yeah, it's not as good as a store of value as, for example, a silver and gold, and obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, next question. You know what I forgot to do today? I had the what's it called? Yes, the dominance chart between adding the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum. That was an interesting chart. I did that, and it was very interesting. But we could do that for tomorrow's show.
You didn't show the gang angles either, right?
Oh yeah, the gang angle. Oh my God, yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, we got.
That's all for the show tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was I know. Yeah, that was awesome.
All
right.
Very educational. Okay, so
2 of 10 now.
2 of 10. Okay. How really good one here? Okay. This is from Rocker1. This person asked, this is for all the new people to day trading. Can anyone help me understand why my stock has blown through?
Oh, okay.
Was blown through.
Okay,
What counts as that?
It's called a jump stop, right? And that what causes that is basically simple. The order matching engine is basically when somebody decides to buy or sell an asset at a specific price, right? So, for example, let's just say you write down, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy this at $5, right? And you put this in the order book, $5. I'm gonna buy this asset, right? And then somebody puts a stop loss at $5 saying, hey, I'm going to sell this asset at $5, right? So you think, well, hey, I'll clear my stop loss, right? If, price comes down, I have this guy ready to buy up my assets, no problem, right? And at this very moment before the price moves down, that's true. However, as price starts to move down, what tends to happen is people who were interested in buying it, the persons or more than one person that was interested to buy it at $5 decides to go, yeah, I'm going to cancel my order and not buy it at $5. So now what happens is, unless your stop is going to liquidate you at the market price, right? What happens is it just puts a $5 sell order on the order book when we get down to $5, right? Because that's your stop loss, and there's nobody there to accept your sell order at $5, and nobody's willing to go and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to buy it at any price going up and we happen to be close to $5, and so they don't push the price higher, clearing your order, and thus that's called a jump stop, basically. So your order is there, sitting there at $5, whilst price continues to go down, and eventually, because obviously the exchange doesn't want to lose money, they really cheat. They take the other side of the loss of that bet once you get liquidated. So for example, if there's no one, once you get to the liquidation price, if there's no one to liquidate you at that price, they take it. They take the opposite side. So they basically buy it at your liquidation price. And so I find that unfair, basically. If they're going to do it at your liquidation price, why not do it at the stock price, right? So that's what they do, right? Well, the current exchanges right now. If you were talking about the stock market, it's worse. The stock market is a lot worse. These guys, you think that's bad, right? Where they jump your stop and then take the loss on your liquidation. Well, it's worse on the stock market because they don't take the loss on the liquidation either. What they do is they let you keep losing even more. So let's just say that the market not only jumps your stop, it goes all the way to 1 penny. Well, you owe them all the money, right? That your let's just say you have a leveraged 100 to 1 long, and they jump your stop loss, and it goes all the way to 1 penny. You are absolutely bankrupt. You owe millions and millions of dollars, and you have to pay. You see how unfair that is? That's a lot worse, right? Yeah. So as far as I know, I've never seen it happen on Bybit, but I guess my orders don't go that high. If you have really, really high orders, you could expect that to happen on certain exchanges, right? Depending on what their rules are, what they do, right? So I'd like to know what exchange you did that happened on for you. So that would be interesting to know. Alrighty. Next question.
Do you remember the number of the last one?
3. This is 3 of 10.
Excellent. Okay, so we have to answer some from Twitch. This is from
Yes.
MJ Nick from Twitch, and he asked, You missed something. Why hold Bitcoin when you can get 2,000% by DeFi?
For sure. Yeah. You can get no, dude. You're mistaken, man. 2,000%. That's pennies. That's absolutely nothing. We're talking 200,000, 9,000%, dude. 9,000. Look, even the 9 is higher than what you were talking about. 2,000%. Dude. I mean, oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude. The problem is, right? Yes, this is going to continue on longer than we expect. Yes, absolutely. Right? There's no way around that. Right? But do you really think that they will still continue? Right? When you understand that this percentage, this API that you're talking about is not priced in dollars, priced in the assets you receive. Try to understand that. So, that means, you'll get 200,000% of some sort of token. I don't know what. But really, is the token going to be worth a whole lot? No. So, be careful. It's a nasty world out there, and you don't want to get hurt. Right? It's going to end badly. It's going to end sometime. You just don't know when. All right. So, you might want to hold your Bitcoin. Just saying. Question number 4 of 10 now. Oops.
Number 4. Before going to that one, EOS was saying that just for the copper. That copper was used as a medium of exchange in the past, right? What changed now? It was a store of value back in the day.
I'm not familiar of a time when we used copper other than for pennies or for change, I guess, basically. But other than that, I mean, I mean, maybe it was used by a particular country one time that I've never read about, but it's not been used solely as money. So anyways,
whoa,
dude, we have to go on to question 4 of 10. What's going on?
Whoa, Sebastian just made a huge donation.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and his super chat says, "You guys give me a lot of value. Your knowledge is very, very, very appreciated. I had no strategy before I met you. I had no education nor any idea of charts or how Bitcoin would change the world. Thank you and your team."
Oh, thank you. How much did he donate?
I think that $50.
Wow, that's incredible. The words can't express my gratitude for that donations. Thank you very much. It's really appreciated. You know what? I'm having fun. I want to share as much information as I can. Please, the safest way to manage risk in this verse of cryptocurrencies with the little old lady strategy. Use either Bitcoin or Ethereum as your base currency, not the dollar. Trust me, you will lose if you do that. Just use those two as the base currencies to take profits, and you will see immense amount of money and wealth. Well, I can't guarantee you that actually, but that's what happened to me. Okay, that's exactly what happened to me, and I was quite shocked. And I knew this. I kind of knew it because it was like when you see the little old lady strategy and what you have to do, right? And if you want to learn how to do the little old lady strategy, it's really simple. I have some videos over here, and we haven't even gotten to 4 of 10 yet, and it's like 10 minutes to go. www.pandora's let's see here, davincicodes.net/videos. Right? If you log in here, you will get videos. Now they're old, they're crusty, they're Krusty the Clown videos, right? But yeah, they're still they're free, right? And they walk you through with assuming that you have no knowledge at all at any of this stuff, what even a candlestick is, right? And so I walk you through the whole thing, right? So that I can help you. Now, it is, you know what, at first it's going to be a little bit of work, right? It is. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. To understand all the different things that you need to understand. But once you get through that initial hump of work, the what's it called? The process is very, very repetitive and boring, basically, and you end up not doing a lot of work at all going forward, right? So it's a lot easier that way. So check that out for sure. I wanted to, of course, I'm sure you guys saw this. I wanted to be able to trade for you guys with my own portfolio, but this is an example of somebody's portfolio. But I just can't find a way to do it easily enough, right? So I'm just doing it for friends and family for now. If I find a way that I can do it for you guys, I could trade your money for you. I will, but for now, I'm just gonna stick with friends and family, and I've already bitten off more than I could chew with this new token, so I'm putting it on hold for now, the DC tradings. But once if I do start it up, if everything starts moving smoothly and I start it up again, I will obviously only the Pandora's Wallet subscribers will get the first, we'll be the first ones to be able to invest in this, and there's no charge, right? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. All right.
Fractalite Zero from Twitch
Yeah.
asks, isn't it amazing that all the Ethereum killer cryptos are unable to take advantage of the enormous transaction fees to promote themselves?
Yes, obviously, because you've heard what governments have said. Never let a crisis go to waste. Well, it's a crisis of Ethereum, so they're not letting it go to waste. So that they're going to take advantage of that. So it's smart of them. So, all right, next question. But there's other ways to take advantage of it. So, but anyways, we'll talk about that another time. We got to get on to question number 5 of 10.
Excellent. So this one is from Mr. Sebastian. I don't know if it was the same Sebastian than before. It says, I was planning on joining on a mini pool. Buying my hardware. I wanted to do it in Ecuador. Do you recommend Steam to try cloud mining? Please advise.
Cloud mining. Mining requires that you understand that you need to use leverage to mine properly. Without that understanding, and you will actually lose money on mining, because it'll be better just to take that same money that you used to mine and just buy Bitcoins, because in the long run it will work out better. But if you use leverage, in the long run it will work out better. So than if you were to use your own money to actually do cloud mining or any kind of mining. So keep that in mind. Next question, number 6 of 10.
Next question. Okay, this one is from Crypto Lifer.
Mm-hmm.
Crypto Lifer says, I just want to say thank you for all you do. How do we buy pasta? Your assistant is great, and that's the show. Thank you, sir.
How do you buy pasta? Well, obviously you could just use Uniswap to buy pasta, and that's the easiest way to do it. You could just type in, you just go to the page where you find pairs and just type in pasta, and there it is. You'll see the pair that you want to buy it with, and and that's one way to do it. All right, next question.
Okay.
We're on 7 of 10.
7 of 10. Okay. So here, CryptoJ86 on Twitch was saying that he could not buy DJ15 token because the fees were incredibly high. And that's got nothing to do with you. It's from Uniswap, right?
No, it's the Ethereum network is extremely high. So right now it's like $40, $40 for a transaction on Uniswap on average. So yeah, that we're gonna have to probably wait until the transaction fees drop, because everybody's going crazy with the DeFi projects. So that's DeFi, what's it called, yield farming. So that's sucking up all the air in the Ethereum universe. So yeah. All right, next question.
Okay, so this one is from Brendan Rich. Can you take a look at Tron? What do you think of the Tron ecosystem?
This is question 8 of 10, and what do I think of Tron? Well, Tron, there's a good Tron, bad Tron, and all over Tron is copy of basically Ethereum, and they have to get people to work on their network. With Polkadot, hopefully they program in Polkadot so they can be interoperable, and then Tron will probably have a chance of surviving. If not, it's just another token that might not make it. So who knows? Let's just see. I own some Tron, and I hope they do build something solid, and that people will build other applications, dApps on as well. But you know what? If they're interoperable with Ethereum, and so that people can move off to that network, should Ethereum's network get overloaded, that'd be great. But Polkadot's so far away. So, question 9 of 10.
Okay, this one is from Sir Gordon, and this is pretty simple and says, any midterm targets for XRP? Thank you, sir.
XRP, midterm targets.
Super chat, by the way.
Let's take a look. I have to bring up a chart. So XRP. So I'm going to do it in Bitcoin only because, well, right?
It's your main currency.
Exactly. And this should be yours too. You shouldn't use a currency that's losing value. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Would you rather hold the Venezuelan dollar or Argentine peso? No. So why are you measuring stuff in those currencies? You wouldn't hold them. So why would you measure it in those currencies? You wouldn't. You'd measure it in a currency that's solid, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are solid. So you want to measure your wealth in that. All right. With that said, look in the price of XRP. We can see that it has to break this level here. It's got a lot of traffic in different areas here that it has to break, and once it does, right? That's, see, where's the 61.8? Yeah, look at that. Right where the next traffic level is the 1.618. And looking at where we are right now, we're not turning around. There's no before there used to be a lot of manipulation in this. Looks like the manipulation has all but gone, and so it's just the fundamentals of this coin. I would expect this thing to start moving once we get new blood into this this universe, but I don't think so. Actually, now that I think about it, because once the DeFi craze comes to an end, I think that's when all these coins, these older coins, these incumbents, will start to rise, and then they'll bring in the rest of the new blood afterwards. Once they start to rise, look forward to break out probably next year, if unless we have hyperinflation, of course, this year, and I'm right about that, then all bets are off. We can see this go as high as, I'm gonna be conservative on this, as high as the 61.8. No, you know what? This thing could easily, if it goes to the 61.8, it'll just keep going to the 78.6. And so that's like 8,871 sats, all the way from 2,424 sats. So that's quite a bit. That's quite a that's at least a 3x where we are right now. So interesting. All right, now that was question 9 of 10. So we just need 10 of 10, and then we're calling it a day.
Yes, this was a harder one to choose. So I think this is going from Mr. Black Lightning. Wow. Mr. Black Lightning asks, this is a super chat. Would you please elaborate on how to use Bitcoin as base opposed to the dollar? You're greatly appreciated.
Well, it's simple. Everything you just consider, everything you do. One of the things I do for me is I do a what's it called? Mark to model of my Bitcoins. What do I mark the model of my? What does that mean? Mark to model. Well, basically, I used to call it mark to fantasy since the banks did it with everything on their balance sheet. What they would do is anything that they had on their balance sheet that was like doing badly, that had less value, they wouldn't write the value in right now, right? Mark to market, right? That's what it's called, mark to market. When you say, okay, well, I have this Bitcoin, and what's the value of that Bitcoin at today's current price? That's called mark to market. Well, mark to model is basically saying, well, actually, this thing's really worth $100,000, right? And so if you market to model, right, and say this is what it's worth, right, you tend to, spend frugally and carefully, right, and not do stupid things. Because if you're saying, hey, this Bitcoin that I have here is worth $100,000, and I'm going to spend it on a flight, or I'm going to spend it on, nonsense like a car or something like that, you tend not to do that, right? And then you also, when you earn in Bitcoins, you look at it a lot differently. So you try to, okay, well, I'm not going to, I'm trying to earn dollars somewhere else so that I can hold the Bitcoins that I earned from other jobs, such as whether it is trading, the little lady strategy, or my Pandora's wallet. Did you know that little fun fact? I have every single Bitcoin that every single person has purchased on Pandora's wallet, and I haven't spent one of it. Not one. So yeah, that's how you do it, right? And I could do that because I earn money from other sources. So yeah, I earn cash from other sources. But yeah, that's how you do it. And when you trade, for example, I trade is my main source of one of my bigger sources of income, trading the little lady strategies, right? It's just intuitive. Like, it doesn't make any sense that I price this thing in dollars, whatever. Dream on. That's not going to happen, right? And I'm starting to price now things in Ethereum going forward. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right. Well, it's I'm late for my 9:00 meeting. I have a 9:00 meeting with the staff every day. But hey, you know what? It was a fun live stream.
May I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Some people made some super chats, and as you noticed, I couldn't answer them because there were too many. So, but fear not, because I will never ever delete them, and they will most likely be answered by next stream at the beginning. So yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for everyone for their super chats. Really appreciate it. We will get to them in the next stream, which is tomorrow. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and also check out the videos at the end of the screen. So cheers, people.
Bye.
Bye now.